Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. As I said, I'd be straight in to a brand new or a continual let's play of this. Where we sort of left off is we just puppeted Persia, which is a bit of a nightmare for supply reasons. Logistically, this is hell. Which isn't so good. But I think we should turn our eyes to the Russians to take. But then, I mean, I have realised. Oh, they took everything. I have obviously realised that the British are allied to the Russians, but I mean, at the same time, you know what? Whatever, really, because that is what it is. I'll probably be able to get parts of Africa, possibly from the Northern Africans' perspective, like bit here. But I mean, that's only going to get me so far, really, because it's just desert. Still, I mean, Turkish is actually spreading quite a lot. Not so much in the Balkan, but, you know, that's fine. So we're just obviously building up the new ports, because eventually, if we can have battleships and stuff like that, even if we have a few, we will do a considerable amount of damage. So that would be nice. Let's get some 1838 tech. No, Denmark. No interest there, I'm afraid. So the truce ends this year. So the plan, I think, for the invasion, more so, would be to quickly just push across. So there's that. We want 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it would be 30. 30? It shouldn't be. We've got 20 infantry. Oh, I'm so confused. We'll see what happens. I've probably not calculated that right at all, because it'll be 15, which is top heavy. So Dahomey in Nigeria, I believe that is, or Mosi. Dahomey is there. Okay, so it's near Nigeria. It's what, modern day Ghana? No, there's Ghana. I don't know what this is. You British are trying to take it over, and the Russians, obviously, they need to be involved, are coming in. But of course, why would they not be? Makes so much logical sense for that to be the case. So it seems to be a shortage of iron. There is there? Yes, a massive shortage. Absolutely massive shortage. We produce a decent amount of... Still, not enough for myself, mind you, which is actually quite surprising. But, I mean, you know, it's... yes, obviously we want state capitalism, just so we can build. Empire of Japan wants alliance, sure. Just so they can be used against the Russians. I'm taking these troops out because they're just dying badly. I mean, once we get possibly more railroads, we can actually build them in their land, which might help us considerably. I mean, also, we might want to get inorganic chemistry as well. So, do we switch to a socialist party? State capitalism, pluralism, full welfare state as well. I mean, that does mean that we do have to spend more. Communist might also be okay. But, oh well. Switzerland, no, because it's a trick. What happens is you accept the alliance and it just immediately cancels it, and it's not a good idea. Spanish Republic. They have a rebellion. They cancelled it. They must have cancelled it. Which is, you know, okay. I see how this is. Oh, I see what I've done here. There we go. There's two. I see the issue. Okay. So what the plan I think would be, because how much would it take to 11? Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's a lot to suddenly just take off them. More for the infamy limit. The Belgian Congo. That's hideous. That's the other thing about this mod, is it's very scripted in terms of the conquest of Africa. Yeah, okay, there's a few changes, for instance, around here, but by and large, it is all fairly, you know, the UK gets Egypt, the Germans get, you know, around this region in Central East Africa, and down here in Namibia, and the Italians get Abyssinia. It's all fairly similar. It keeps a routine pattern. It's always the same. Like the Germans will get up here, I believe it is. It all keeps the same sort of method. So that's one of the other reasons why I'm not overly concerned. Solomon Islands. I mean, UK, France is done. There's no way back for them, really. Do I need to build any more? So it's come from Acre, sorry. How are you still suffering? I would love it if I could get a like an event that gives me a casus belli against the Russians. That'd be fantastic. Do I reckon it's going to happen? Absolutely not. No chance of that ever happening. Would I take it in a heartbeat? Yeah, oh yeah. Without even an ounce of hesitation, I think. Can I build these? If I do, I do not have the tech, do I? No. That's the problem. There's a little bit of like picking and choosing about which tech should I possibly have. So, you know, I think that is. Where is Solomon Islands down here? Yeah, I thought the French got them to start with. I was about to be like, what? Bourgainville. Is that where Guadalcanal is, I think, which was Australian. I don't know if it still is. I don't know what it is anymore. Not overly clued up on all that, but I know that's where large amounts of conflict actually took place in the Second World War. So between obviously the Japanese and the Americans, and I'd imagine the Australians too, to be honest. But I'm not 100% on that. I believe once we get all this sort of sorted, it's going to massively help as well. I don't quite understand why we can't improve interesting. Okay, I'm wondering if it uses their resources to build sort of stuff. Would you provide them money? I don't know. I have no idea. Because if we were able to build, I'd be very surprised if we couldn't. They couldn't. You know what I mean? If we could build and they're our puppet, why can't we? Because you don't have to be in the sphere to build them. You can build anywhere. Because I'd imagine there's, or not. Maybe my words are wrong there. I guess. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. I assumed it was very much of I can just build anywhere. because you can in vanilla. So again, I don't know if this mod has changed it. The Homo erectus has been discovered in Java. Oh, I mean, I didn't even see. That's the one nice thing about this mod. We don't want any more infamy. Is there's a lot of like events like that you have no idea exist, and then all of a sudden you get a random notification like that. And it's cool. It's neat. It kind of makes you feel as though the world around you or the game you're in is alive and it's actually functioning and moving around. So that's pretty cool. I'm having to select a lot of these to let Lebanon be like their own thing, because the sheer amount of infamy, it'd be so that was 2, that was 6 infamy, which is the last thing I really want. So it is what it is. I'm not too fussed about it. Have I have I started the upgrading of all of my naval bases? That is the question. Yeah, looks like it. Apart from that one. France, no. Brazil, pointless. So Algeria's popped up, so they're about to get killed. It's the same thing. Like I was saying, like it's purely script. That's largely what it is to player's imagination. Like it's hard to become or stay, because these are fairly consistent and dominant nations. These are, at the time, were the main players. So there's no real surprise. However, we are constantly challenging, which is really good to see. I'm going to help them because I do want Persia to westernize. They are reasonably close. I mean, I don't think there's going to be a single issue, really. If I just continuously keep on helping, I think they'll be fine, because they can siege fine. It's more the battles themselves, because they don't really have any organisation by the looks of it. But okay, so that's that unit. What we'll do is we will build 2, and then 3, and then 1. And that's going to be artillery heavy, obviously, but just get another 4 eventually. And then we are golden. Transylvanian nationalists, they're dead. Okay, I mean, long live the Transylvanian nationalists, I guess. They got wiped immediately. So steel, we're now producing a positive, which is good. Don't need clippers anymore. Got 2 large steel factories. We're both producing a decent amount. Great Patriots. Have we got any units moving? I do not know. But we'll get them put off soon. I think, yeah. I think that's good. I mean, this is what I want. Realistically, is I do want to be able to build up a large enough army. We can already challenge the Russians, because what they'll do is they'll eventually just start throwing themselves at us because they can't break and it bothers them. And that alone will do a significant help to us, because it means that they can't just run like nuts at us. They can't, yeah, overrunning is not going to be friendly at all for them, so, which is nice, it's positive and it's a good thing to see. Actually, let's get a good army up. I mean, we already have a decent army, but I mean, if we have a better one, obviously. So we're able to probably start having, yeah, better resources now is getting produced, because we have nitroglycerin. We've got blood and iron mine there, which is really nice. That lasts for a good period of time. Oh, I do apologise. I mean, once we discover nitroglycerin, which I don't think we have, our mine size is... Oh, it doesn't! Oh, no! That's vanilla then, I assume. Oh, no, that's such a shame. Okay, I mean... Okay, well that kind of makes it not as cool anymore or as good. So it's going to be that, I'd imagine. Then we need to go for Russia. No, so the UK's at war. Yeah. Against the French. Interesting. Could this be the time to launch the attack? That's the question. For this, I want you guys to let me know. Do I attack them? I won't record another one today, actually. I know I said I would, but I'm not going to, because this is a good point to leave it on. Do I justify, whilst they're all with the French, do I risk going over the infamy limit and taking the penalties? Because in HFM, they give you rough penalties for being over the limit. Do I or do I not risk it? Let me know. I'll see you guys in the next one. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, stay classy. Bye bye, guys.